Hi guys, I am wanting to do the Module 12 review paper together, so go get your math workbooks and a pencil and we will do this review together. We are on page 347. Our first section is on vocabulary, so let's go over to our vocabulary box. We have AM, elapsed time, midnight, minute, and PM. Okay, so we're going to keep that in mind. Number 1, blank is the amount of time that passes from the start of an activity to the end of an activity. AM, elapsed time, midnight, minute, PM. What describes from start to finish of an activity? That would be elapsed time. Good job. Number 2 says the times after noon and before midnight are blank times. So afternoon, it's after we've eaten lunch. We're finishing up the rest of our day at school. We're going to our other things. We're making dinner, and then we're going to bed. So those are going to be PM times. PM. Number 3, a blank is a unit used to measure short amounts of time. Let's see if out of these options we would choose minute. A minute is short amounts of time. 1 minute is 60 seconds. We use minutes to describe time. The times after midnight and before noon are blank times. Well, if this one's PM, this one of course has to be AM. But we also know it's AM because after midnight we're sleeping, then we wake up and have breakfast, get ready for our day. Those are in the morning, AM times. All right, number 5. Charles wakes up for school at the time shown. At what time does he wake up? Write your answer using AM or PM. So I need to find what time does he wake up. Now I'm thinking if I have to write it in AM or PM, we're waking up, that's the morning, so I'm going to use AM. I'm going to go over to my clock and determine what time it is. So the hour hand is the shorthand, and it's pointing to the 7, and the minute hand is not too far past the hour, and so I know for sure we're in the 7 o'clock hour. So then let's count our minutes. So I'm going to count by 5s, and then I'm going to count by 1s. 5, 10, 11, 12. So it is 7:12 a.m. when he wakes up. Number 6, Tammy arrives at the bookstore at 6:08 p.m. She leaves at 6:56 p.m. How many minutes was Tammy at the bookstore? Name the strategy or tool you will use to solve the problem. Explain your choice and then find the answer. Okay, so now I am trying to find how many minutes Tammy was at the bookstore. The information I'm going to use is that she gets to the bookstore at 6:08 p.m. and she leaves at 6:56, so that's my start and end times. So I'm going to use a number line as my tool. So 6:08 to 6:56. Okay? All right, now 6:08, that is really close to 6:10. So I'm going to do a little baby bump to get to 6:10. So that was just a 2-minute bump. Little bump. All right, so then now that I'm at 6:10, I'm gonna count by, I could count by 5s, I could count by 10s. I'm gonna count by 10s. So if I do a 10-minute bump, that will bring me to 6:20. Another 10-minute bump. That's going to bring me to 6:30. So see how I am counting my jumps on top and then writing the times that I'm landing on at the bottom. Another 10-minute jump will get me to 6:40. And then one more will get me to 6:50. So I should change this. Gotta extend my number line a little bit. So that's 6:50. So now I have to figure out, okay, how far do I have to jump to get from 6:50 to 6:56? That would be a 6-minute jump. So now I gotta add all these times up. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 46, 48. 46 plus 2 is 48. So Tammy was at the bookstore for 48 minutes. Ta-da! Now, another strategy I could use is I could say, okay, 6:08 to 6:56, we're in the same hour. So I could take my minutes and I could subtract, and that would give me the elapsed time. Now, remember that we only want to use subtraction when we are staying in the same hour, because it gets tricky when we have to regroup and calculate a whole different hour. So you can subtract if it's in a different hour, you just have to be really careful about it. All right, next page. Number 7, select all that describe the time shown on the clock. Okay, this is a good one. So my hour hand is pointing in between the 1 and the 2. It's really close to the 2, so I might feel like it's at 2 o'clock. But if I look at my minute hand, gosh, my minute hand has gone a really long ways around the hour. So it's almost 2 o'clock. That's why I feel like the hour hand is at the 2, is because it's almost there. Because the minute hand has almost rotated for an entire hour. So I'm still in the 1 o'clock hour because I haven't gotten to 2 o'clock yet. So 1, and then I'm going to use my anchors. This is 30, so it's 1:30, 1:35, 1:36, 1:37, 1:38, 1:39. Almost 1:40. Oh, wait. Okay, good. I saw 34 as the first option, and I was like, oh my gosh, did I count wrong? But we're okay. It was there to trick you. So this first one says 34 minutes after 1. I am after 1, but am I 34 minutes after 1? No, so that one's out. 34 minutes after 2. This one's trying to trick me and think that I am in the 2 o'clock hour. I am not in the 2 o'clock hour. 39 minutes after 1. Okay, phew, yes. I'm in the 1 o'clock hour, 39 minutes. So C would be right. 39 minutes after 2. I am not in the 2 o'clock hour, so it's not that. 21 minutes before 1 o'clock. So this one's a little bit different. Instead of saying after the hour, it's saying before the hour. So now in order to do this, I need to count backwards. So let's see. I'm going to start here and I'm going to count counterclockwise, so the opposite way a clock normally goes, until I get to where my minute hand is. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 21. So it is 21 minutes until the next hour. Now, is the next hour going to be 1? Nope, because I'm already in 1 o'clock. So the next hour is going to be 2, not 1. 21 minutes before 2. Yes. 2 o'clock is the next hour, and I am 21 minutes away from it. So yes, that is a good way to describe it. So C and F are our answers. Number 8. Erin has a workout planned for Saturday. She starts at 10 o'clock a.m. Complete the table to show the start time, end time, and elapsed time of each exercise. So, we're picturing Erin at the gym or wherever. So she is jogging. She starts jogging at 10 o'clock a.m. and she is running. The elapsed time is 18 minutes. So what's 18 minutes after 10 o'clock? Just 10:18. Okay? Now she's skipping rope as she starts at 10:18, so right after jogging. And she stops at 10:27. So how long did she jog? Or excuse me, how long did she skip rope? Well, I'm in the same hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my minutes and subtract. 27 minutes minus 18 minutes. That's going to give me the difference. Okay? The time between 10:18 and 10:27. 27 minus 18 is 9 minutes. Okay? All right, then she does jumping jacks. We don't know when she starts, but she stops at 10:39. She is doing jumping jacks for 12 minutes. So I'm going to take my end time, if this is a number line, 10:39 would be right there. And I would count backwards to get to whatever the start time was. I'm going to count backwards 12 minutes. So to do this, I am going to do 10:39. I'm going to do a 9-minute jump to get me to 10:30. So that was a 9-minute jump backwards to get me to 10:30. So now I'm thinking, okay, how much time do I have left to account for? Well, 12 minus 9 is 3, so 3 more minutes would bring me 10:30. 3 more minutes before 10:30 is 10:27. Another way I could do that, since I'm in the same hour, I could just do 39 minus 12. And I would still get 10:27. Okay, golden. Number 9. Leo arrives at the library at 2:30 p.m. He leaves the library 75 minutes later. Draw jumps from the time Leo arrives at the library to the time he leaves the library. Place a point on the number line to show the time he leaves the library. So this one's nice because it already gives us the number line for us, which is great. So I need to remember it's trying to trick us. It started the number line at 2:15. Is that where I'm going to start my jumps? No way. My jumps need to start at 2:30 because that's when he got to the library. So I start my jumps right there. Now 2:30, I see 2:30, loving it because that's one of our anchors. So if I were to do this, I would do 15-minute jumps, and it looks like our number line did that for us anyways. And so we are counting 75 minutes. Now, whoa, 75 minutes is going to be longer than an hour. How many minutes are in an hour? 60. Okay, so if I take 75, I'm going to break this up into, so I have my 60 minutes plus what's left over. So 75 is more than an hour because it's 1 hour, 60 minutes. And then how do I get from 60 to 75? Well, 75 minus 60 is 15. Again, I'm using what I know about fact families to figure this out. So 60 plus 15 equals 75. 60 is an hour. So I could say that Leo was at the library for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So I'm just taking what it told me, that he was at the library for 75 minutes, and I am changing how I word it in a way that makes sense. So 1 hour and 15 minutes. So then I could say, okay, 2:30, what's 1 hour past 2:30? we're gonna land at 3:30 plus 15 extra minutes. We landed at 3:45. So Leo was at the library until 3:45. See how I did that? It just broke up the number. All right, that's all for the review. Once you guys are done with the review and you're feeling super confident about it, then you guys can take the math practice test for Module 12. So I hope it goes well. Thanks for doing your best. Thanks for working hard. Love your guts, and I'll see you later.